Hey everyone, I'm Mine, and this is set number 71780, Kai's Ninja Race Car EVO from the LEGO Ninjago theme. This set contains 94 pieces, 1 minifigure, and retails for $9.99 in the US. So here's Kai's Race Car EVO, and this set just came out today, and I was fully expecting this to be one of those sets where I was just like, it's okay. I mean, if you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't, but it's nothing all too special. But I have to say, I'm really surprised. I am thoroughly impressed by this build, which is amazing to see in such a small scale. Number one, I would say the box art for this set is deceptive, but in the best way possible. Because at least to me, the box art made this set look like a very blocky car. However, having it in person, that's not the case at all. It is more of a proper race car. It's got like this thicker area around the sides, but it's very thin at the front and back. And I think that's a way more interesting shape than like a rectangular car would have been. And like that's what I thought it was from the official box art. So right off the bat, that was impressive to see. The shaping is all really well done though. There is a few sticker pieces used, starting with this one at the front right here. Just this bright orange fire design with Kai's symbol in the center, that looks really cool. There's this little engine build behind the wheels. Another really nice looking fire sticker on the side. I like how they incorporate the actual bright orange pieces with the bright orange stickers. And these swords help add to like the overall ninja feel. That's of course basically the same on both sides. And then I like how this car uses this windshield piece backwards. Like usually when this windshield piece is used, it's used the other way around. But no, it's incorporated the opposite way here, but still actually really works what it wants to be. And gives a ton of room to store minifigures inside. Because yeah, opening it up, you can see there is one steering wheel right there, and a seat for Kai to sit. So then plopping him in, you can of course close everything back up around him, but he doesn't look like cramped in there, because there is just so much room. Now you can't fit another figure or anything. However, it's quite easy to throw a sword in if you just want to store that, which is nice to see. Alternatively, you can just use these swords on the sides as weapons, but you do get a total of 3 swords in this set, 1 for Kai, and 2 like on the actual vehicle. Then coming out the very back of the car, you have these double golden blades. These originated from like the Seabound wave, and I think fitting really well here is just like a car spoiler. And then there's these wheel pieces, which I don't believe I have ever seen before. I can't say for sure that they're new for this wave. They could be from like LEGO City or something, and I just don't recognize them. But at least I'm pretty sure this is the first time they come in a Ninjago set, and I think they look really cool. However, my favorite part about this build is the way that it actually works. The way these wheels are connected is really interesting. You may notice as I pick this up, they sort of droop down a little bit. And that's because they're all connected on these very loose Technic pins. And it's not loose in the sense like they're gonna fall off loose. Like no, the wheel is very sturdy, I'll pull on it. It's not gonna pull off unless I actually want it to. But no, it's loose in the sense that like it has a lot of room to wiggle around. So that makes it very easy to spin the wheels like super fast. And it almost creates like false suspension, where there's not like actual suspension on this car, but placing it down it almost feels like there is, because those wheels do have to adjust with the ground. That is a lot of fun, helps the car feel more dynamic, less like a toy, more like an actual vehicle. And I think it's really impressive they did that in such a small scale. Additionally, this uses plastic wheels. A lot of times plastic wheels are not the best for play. Like that's why they use rubber tires, because rubber tires grip better. But I think because of this looseness, this rolls really easily. In fact, I would even say more easily than normal LEGO cars. So it's a ton of fun just to roll it around. It's just got a really nice speed to it, a really nice roll. And because it's so small and it uses those plastic wheels, it's very easy just to get to do dynamic motion. Like look, I can spin it like this. Compare that to like this LEGO City car right here. If I try to do that same thing, those rubber wheels like really restrict that movement, which is good. I mean, it does make this car grip better, but these plastic wheels really help make this Kai car feel more special. It just feels so loose and free. I genuinely think this is a fantastic toy. I was not expecting to like this set so much, but no, genuinely, I love this build. This is super well done. Now, of course, this is a Ninjago EVO set, so there is like an evolution aspect to it. However, the EVO aspect is very minimal. This is, of course, the build in its fully evolved form, but if you want to transform it back into its initial form, there's just 2 small things you have to do. First, remove those golden blades out the back. The car definitely looks a bit goofy without them. And then take each of the wheel pieces off and reattach them the other way around. Visually, it's only a very small difference with this rounded part going inwards instead of outwards, but that's what they say to do in the instructions. And there you go, there is the unevolved car. Obviously, it does not look nearly as good as the fully evolved version, but I think it's still fine for what it is, so it's entirely up to you guys the way you want to display it. But yeah, I would recommend the fully evolved version. Still though, I like that the EVO aspect's there. It just gives you another way to play with this set. But I think that's about it for the build, so now let's move on to the minifigure and then I'll give you my overall thoughts. Or wait, actually, in case you're curious, here's how the car looks from underneath. But yeah, now let's move on to the minifigure. So here is the one and only minifigure in the set, Core Kai, and the minifigure selection is definitely the weakest aspect of this set. It would have been fine if it came with a villain minifigure too, but no villain is pretty lame. But Core Kai, I guess this is technically now the cheapest way to get him, because what, the cheapest way to get him before was $35 in the EVO Kai Dragon. So it is nice to get him for cheap if you're a big Kai fan but don't have a ton of money. And I do actually quite like the Core Kai figure. I think it's pretty good. The one like fully red arm I'm not the biggest fan of, but the bright orange I think is a great color for him. The like burnt orange color on his pants I think is a little bit weird, feels a little out of place, but is at the very least unique, which I do like. But yeah, I don't have a ton else to say on this guy, because I've reviewed him many times on the channel before. If you want to see my more in-depth thoughts, I guess go check out my core reviews from last year. But yeah, this is a very common minifigure. Nice to get him for so cheap if you did not have him yet, but chances are if you have any Ninjago core sets, you probably have this guy, because yeah, he is very, very common. There's Lego's full face print, same face Kai's had for a while, and there's the back torso print and alternate face. And so, overall, what are my thoughts on this set? Well, as you just saw, I really, really like this set. Again, I'm surprised to be saying this. I thought this was just gonna be one of those sets where I was like, whatever, if you like it, you like it, if you don't, you don't. But no, I genuinely really, really like this build, and I highly recommend you guys pick it up. Of course, the minifigure selection is a little lame, so if you like want to budget your money perfectly and get like as much as you can for your money, this is probably one you can pass up on because the minifigure selection isn't great. But if you're just looking for fun, cool builds and you have $10 extra to spend, I'd recommend you check this one out, because yeah, it is way better than it has any right being, and I would definitely highly recommend it. But of course, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of this set in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please press like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I do LEGO and Ninjago videos just like this one almost every day, so if you subscribe, be the first to see them. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.